I'm being forcibly removed from the building again of a public lobby, so.
So if you want to take out that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know? I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
I didn't break the law. I'm not going to be found guilty of anything. This is a waste of time. If you guys want to know who I am, I'll tell you who I am. Okay. You want to know what I'm doing here? I'll tell you what I'm doing here.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Today's video takes us to Brattleboro, Vermont. As a matter of fact, we're going to make a stop at the Public Defender's Office. And just because it has the word public in it, the Frauditor thinks he should be able to go in and take photographs and video of anything he wants. Well, it doesn't quite work like that, sonny boy, and the police come by later to tell him so. Yeah, not to worry. Sit back, watch, and enjoy!
Press NH now over here today at the Brattleboro, Vermont Public Defender's Office. Today we're going to be conducting a First Amendment audit to see if they respect our rights to film here in public.
Moments later.
Hey, can I help you?
Hi, I'd like to come inside and get a list of public defenders you have.
There's no public defenders here right now. If you need a public defender, you have to ask the court.
Okay, yeah, but I'd like to come into the publicly accessible area, please. Is this a public building?
It's a state building.
Which is public, correct?
It's a state building.
Which is public.
We have a locked door.
No, it's locked because of your code policy.
No, that's not why.
It is why. Can I come in, please, and take a look around and get some pamphlets?
We don't have pamphlets.
Ma'am, you can't lock the door to the public. I'll go through your screening process, but you need to let me in, please.
We don't.
You cannot lock the door to a publicly accessible area of the building.
Now this moron wants to walk into the Public Defender's Office to get a list of the public defenders. At least that's what he's saying. Well, you know, I'll tell you one thing. When you are assigned a public defender, you don't get to pick and choose which one you get. You take which one is assigned to you. Of course, if you don't like that public defender, you can request another one. Perhaps the lad needs a public defender for that time he was recently arrested standing outside that prison and he wouldn't move. You remember that, don't you? Oh, it was lovely.
What is your name?
I'm not going to give that information. I have a right to privacy.
Well, you're not going to be coming into this building, and if you don't want to give your name and state your business,
yeah,
then we're asking you to leave. If you don't leave, we're going to have to call the police.
Oh, okay. Well, then you can do that because I'm not leaving. You need to give me accessible areas of the public. And I don't need to give you my name. You work for me. Remember that. This is a public area. You know that, right? You can't lock the door to the public. You should really call an attorney that actually knows the law. I'd like to make a public records request, please, and also get a business card for the supervisor of your office.
This is our moron behind the camera. Lovely, isn't he? Yeah, well, while he's correct that this office is open to the public, you must first be represented by an attorney to enter the office. And that can only happen if an attorney is appointed through you through the court system. You have to be deemed not able to pay for your own attorney, and then one would be appointed for you. That's the only way you would be in this office. You can't just walk in and say, hey, yeah, I'd like somebody to represent me. It doesn't work that way, sweetheart.
So I'm the supervisor of the office.
Hi.
My name is Mimi Brill.
How are you?
I'm not letting you in. This is not a public building.
It is definitely, it says right here, face coverings are required in all public establishments. Okay, I need to pull some records. I need a business card of yours. That's what I need.
So,
This is a public
I
building.
told you my name.
This is public
you can call the
defender.
office.
It says public.
Phone number, I can give that to you now. You can put that in your phone.
It says public
802
defender.
254 2375.
Public
802
defender.
254 2375.
It says Windham County Public Defender. How is this not a public building?
Not a public building.
Are you not an attorney? Oh, is that why it's public pretenders instead of a public defender?
You need to leave.
No, I'm not going to leave a public building. I need service, and you're refusing to give me service.
Here's a frauditor. Look at him. He's pitiful. I can't imagine why people would go out and waste other people's time like this just for clicks and views on YouTube channel. Yeah, you're so pitiful you can't find a real job. You can't find gainful employment. So this idea just came to you one day and said, you know what? I'm going to go out and harass, annoy, and irritate people for my money. A fine job. I bet your mama is real proud of you, boy.
You cannot refuse services to the public and lie to them and tell them this is not a public building with public areas. You out of the public defender's office? Why are they not letting me in? It's a public area. I can't hear you. Who do you think pays for this building? You think you own the building? You could just tell people when they can and cannot come in? Is that how you think it works?
What's your name?
It's right here.
Press the buzzer.
Can you let me into the building, please, so I can pull some records?
Well, sonny boy, it looks like your constitutional rights are going to be violated today. Doesn't look like you're going to get those public records. Because this video is so long, I'm going to have to edit some parts out. I know that makes everybody sad, but let's skip ahead just slightly, shall we?
5 minutes later.
Why do you think, hold on, what is your name first of all?
What is your name?
It's right here.
What's your name?
It's right here.
Right here?
Yeah, what is your name?
I'm not going to give you any information you don't give me.
I have a Fourth Amendment right to remain silent. I don't have to give you my information. You are a public employee of the state of Vermont. You should identify yourself and be professional.
I'm going to explain to you a couple of things. We have private files here.
I don't care about your private files.
So go to the court if you want information. You want information about...
I want to come into a publicly accessible area of the public defender's office. We have a right to come into this building. I have a right to pull records.
Who are you?
What do you mean, who am I?
Do you get to pull? These are private records. You don't get to
You don't even know what type of records I want.
I don't care.
You don't care.
Yeah,
So you're denying services is what you're telling me, right?
Are they yours? Are they your records?
They are my records. They're everybody's records. Yeah, because I could pull your salary, I could pull your name, I could pull your position, I could pull everything I want about you because you work for the state of Vermont. You need to understand what side you're on, okay? And it's not this one. You work for us. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
You don't work for the state of Vermont? Do you not work for the state of Vermont? How do you get paid? By the state tax dollar, correct?
How do you get paid, frauditor? Oh, that's right. You don't have a job. You're a YouTube frauditor. It must be very good to you to be a YouTube frauditor. Yeah, I tell you what, I think you should get something a little more stable because you never know when YouTube could pull out the rug from right under you and then all that money you make be down to $0. That'd be a real kick in the behind. Oh yeah, you'll be sore for a long time. Okay.
Am I wrong? No, I want to come into the building.
Put your cigarette out.
And I can come into the building?
No.
So you're going to refuse? So why would I put my cigarette out?
Because you're standing at our doorway and I don't want to be breathing your...
Well, then go back in your building and allow me to come inside. This is a public building.
What is your name and what is your business?
What does that matter? So if I give you my information, you're telling me that you'll allow me into the building?
Your files and
Who said I was a client here?
Then you don't get to come...
I don't need to be a client to come into this building. No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do, right.
So you think you could just open and close the door to whoever you want, huh?
Yeah, go look it up.
Look what up?
Please.
Yeah, go look up the law.
What law? What law is that? It's a public building. I have a right to come in. It is. It says public defender, you moron. Are you serious? Yeah, it says public defender's office on here. No, I will not leave.
Okay,
You've already called law enforcement. They refuse to come and bother you and bother me because they know exactly what I'm doing here. And they're not going to play into your game. They're not going to do it. They're not going to enforce your feelings because I'm here trying to pull records, trying to get business cards, trying to get information. Who said I want any client information? I never said anything about client information.
The lad clearly needs some intervention. Perhaps a stay at the local mental health institute would do him a bit of good. And just because it says public on the door doesn't mean that you can walk in and make yourself at home. Public Defender's Office. Wow. I'm not going to explain it again because even if I did, he wouldn't get it. No, he's just so stupid. I often wonder if frauditors watch my videos and what they think because this guy's a real clown. Man, get a real job, bro. A real job.
What else is in there? I think we have.
I need your emails. I need your information for your business cards, and I need a FOIA request and how to pull one.
You need to learn how to do it. You want us to
I don't need to learn. You need to provide me with that information, and you're refusing services.
FOIA request, and we will answer it in due course.
Give me a business card, please. You said you were going to go and get me business cards. Please let me get business cards.
Here, I have a business card. I got it. Here you go.
Which is all public information.
There you go. See ya.
Yeah. See ya, huh? You're going to get hundreds of phone calls right now. You are live stream with 400 people. You better get more people on the phone, honey bun.
Okay, honey bun.
Okay.
See you, bye.
Are you Mimi?
See you, bye.
Mimi Brill? Is that who you are?
Ask me to leave.
No, you're not going to tell me to leave a public area or a public building, Mimi. What's your name, badge number?
Sergeant Cable, M122.
Awesome, man. Yeah. So what are you doing here?
I am here because the folks at the public defenders called.
Yeah.
Talked to me about something.
About what?
Said that there was a person here that they didn't want.
Of course, right? Why? What type of government would actually want you around with cameras, right?
So the police have finally arrived after 4 phone calls by the Public Defender's Office. And we're going to skip ahead a bit because the frauditor wants to engage the officer in banter. But at any rate, let's get to the part where the police tells the frauditor to go away.
Eventually.
Here's the deal.
Here's the deal. Go ahead.
You don't let me talk, man.
Go ahead, man. It's just, it's funny.
Just trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is this a public building?
No.
It's not.
No.
Okay.
Windham County Public Defender. Windham County Public Defender. What does that tell you?
We
They're the Public
definitely
Defender's Office.
Where do they get paid?
entry to our clients, to witnesses, to those.
It's a state building.
It's a state building. There you
It's not
go.
a
Which is
public building.
state building, public building.
Is it generally permitted to?
Yeah, definitely not.
Yes, it is.
Definitely not.
Yes, it is. They're pulling the COVID card after 2.5 years.
You know, we've had locks on this door. I suppose we should. We allow people to enter. We have business here. This gentleman.
I do have business. My First Amendment right is my business.
Do you have a policy or a way for him to request public records from you?
I suppose he could just go to do a FOIA request to the courts. That's something he can do, absolutely.
Okay. Is that something that you folks generally do?
No, I mean, he would have to ask for something specific.
Yep.
So if he has a specific records request...
I know how to FOIA them.
It sounds as though our frauditor could do with the help of our good friend Goat Boy, because he's the king of FOIA. He even has a rap song out about his FOIA. Yeah, frauditor, get with Goat Boy. He'll show you the ropes, because he doesn't take no for an answer. He'll storm City Hall with his herd of goats.
This isn't a private office.
So, we have private records.
Yeah.
So public records are
I understand
available
what public
through the
records.
court, or, you know, through state's attorney's office, so that may well be records.
Yeah, I could always come here and grab them too if I wanted to. Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Why do you think this is a private firm? A private building?
We represent clients individually.
Yeah, for the state. The state pays your
We
salary.
do not have access to those records. We don't have access to those
There's a lot of
records.
state buildings that are
not open to the public.
Yeah, if they're restricted areas, you can't just lock the door to the general public. Is there a public lobby in there?
No.
There's no public lobby.
No.
There's no publicly accessible area. Why? Because you say so?
It's our office.
So if I want to go in there, if I didn't have this camera and I wanted to go in there to get some information, you wouldn't allow me in there?
I doubt it very much unless
You doubt it?
You haven't told me your name.
I don't have to. Why do I have to tell you my name?
We don't have
I have a
general-
right
we
to
don't
privacy.
provide
I have a right to
general-
privacy, Mimi.
Okay.
Do you not understand that?
Okay.
Do you not understand civil rights? Basic
civil rights
civil rights
really
and laws?
well,
No, you don't.
actually, yeah, I do.
No, you're violating them right now, and you're
No,
having
I'm
this
not.
officer do the same
don't
thing.
have the right
You're
to
having
come
this
to our
sergeant do the
office.
same exact thing.
Absolutely not.
Now that's a first. I never heard a frauditor say that giving his name was a violation of his civil rights. Never heard that. I think these idiots need to go back and take a civics class, maybe a couple of history classes at the community college, because they have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. Of course, all frauditors are like that. What are you going to do? They're all imbeciles. Did I say imbecile? I meant idiot.
He's enforcing your feelings and not the law. And you both are going to get complaints put on you. And I'll be speaking to a real attorney, unlike yourself.
So we've been suffering this abuse.
She's
all
already
day.
been sued once, too.
We've been suffering this abuse all day. Our phones are ringing off the hook because of this.
Yeah, people are not happy.
We're not able to-
People are not happy. There's 1,400 people watching right now, and they're not happy with your services that you are not providing to the public.
Okay.
Well, we have clients who need our help, but we can't help them.
Well, what if I want to look into becoming a client?
Have you committed a crime?
I'm sorry?
Have you committed a crime?
I don't answer those type of questions.
Okay, well then,
So am I understanding correctly?
Apparently, I'm trespassing.
yes, that's right. You got it.
There's a proper way to request public records.
Sure, I'm sure there is. I mean, do the FOIA, you can do a FOIA request.
I can come to the source, which is here.
No, we're not going to give them to you. we're
So you're
not
going to
gonna
refuse?
give them.
You're going to refuse
Absolutely, I'm
public
refusing
records
to
too?
give you any
Wow.
records from our office.
Wow.
No question.
Listen
I'm
to
not
that.
refusing.
The lady is not refusing your FOIA request. She's simply directing you to do it online. Of course, if you knew Goat Boy, you could write it on a napkin and submit it. Because under state statutes, that's right, statutes, not statutes, you can submit it on a napkin. Yeah, that's what Goat Boy says.
Huh. They just don't like the camera.
And
They're discriminating against my camera, is what they're doing.
So, do you know the process, the proper process to obtain public records?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm trying to. I need emails, I need phone numbers, I need business cards.
You already got our business cards. You're all set with that.
So
I'm not leaving here until either one, they close, or two, they let me in. That's the deal.
So I do think we need to have him trespass.
Yeah, you can't.
He is disturbing
This is a public
it's not a public
building.
It's not a
Public
building.
property.
There's no public access.
The other side,
other than
the other side is private, I think, upstairs of some sort. I'm not too sure, but I'm not going over there.
Okay.
Yeah, but this right here is all publicly accessible. This is not private property. This is the state of Vermont Public Defender's Office. That makes it public.
I don't know why the Frauditor put that in there about the ladies going to learn the law of the land today, because the Frauditor's not going inside the office. Now, he'll be permitted to stand there and take pictures from the outside, but we'll hear the cop say in just a couple minutes, he can't go in. I don't know what's up with this Frauditor. I guess he has to look good in front of his subscribers so he doesn't lose face. I guess that's it.
I cannot force them to.
I'll have to redress my grievances some other way. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So
I mean, I know you can't forcefully let me in. I mean, if they say no, I guess it's no, right? And unless you push by them. But you do know this is a public area. You do know this is a public office. You know?
it is a public area, owned by the state public defense.
There you go. So you can't
But
trespass me.
if they have their own rules that say,
Rules and law are two different things,
I
man.
get that.
Policy's
No,
not
I
law,
get
dude.
that.
Well, there you have it, folks. We're going to leave it there because he stands there and argues with the cops for another few minutes and he gets nowhere. He just wants to make his point, whatever that is. I tell you one thing, he's got a smart mouth, doesn't he? No doubt about that. But if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.